Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. It takes 7 touches to close a sale, so it takes 7 touches to close an investor. In the selling process, one starts by generating awareness of their solution with the prospective customer. So in fundraising, one generates awareness with the investor that an investment opportunity exists. In selling, one pitches the solution. So in fundraising, one pitches the investment. In selling, one follows up to answer questions about the product. So in fundraising, one follows up to answer questions about the startup. In selling, one reminds the customer that the product is still available. So in fundraising, one reminds the prospective investor that the fundraise is still open. It takes several touches to close a customer as they need to convince themselves that this will work. Fundraising is no different. The investor needs to work out in their mind that this will be a successful investment. Consider how you will execute 7 touches for each investor on your fundraise. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.